today we're doing a gear review on all the things that I'm going to be using early season and some of the things that I'm going to be using all season long and late season too, for that matter. So, all right, let's see. First off, got to have body armor. Body armor keeps you hydrated. Let's see. Let's start with the bow that I'm running. All right, so this is, some of y'all have probably already seen it. This is the Mathews Lift X 27 3/4 inches axle to axle. I'm running a RIP SS V1 Elite Series Victory Arrow. It's the AAE hybrid vanes. I'm running a 2-inch 207 Schwacker broadhead, which I do have some inside. I did not bring those out here with me. Everybody knows about the green Schwacker. I was thinking about swapping over to the I think it's the 263s. I think those are the Levi Morgans. It might be 261s. I don't know. I thought about swapping over to the blue Schwacker, but I don't know. I'm dialed with the green one, so I'm just going to stick with what I know. They perform very well for me, as long as you don't hit that knuckle on the shoulder, which we're not going to get into all that. But anyway, all right, so that's the bow I'm running. I'm running the B-Singer 6-inch bar. I'm running the Gen 1 UV, the UltraView 3-pin slider. It's set up for 20, 30, 40 for all three of these pins, and then obviously I can adjust it down to whatever I want, all the way out to about 120. Obviously I'm not shooting farther than about 40 yards on a whitetail. I got the Ultra Rest, the drop away on here. Love it. Love this setup for close range. I think it's a really good hunting bow, really good saddle bow. But that's the bow I'm running for this season. So we're gonna set this back out of the way right here. Let me see. I'll just set it up here. We're gonna get into some of the other things that I'm running. Let's see. Showed y'all my camera setup. I am filming with an iPhone 14 Pro Max, so this is what I'm gonna be running. Small rig bar. Small rig phone mount, small rig fluid head, set up on a cheap Realtree easy hanger, and then I got my GoPro mount, obviously. All right, so we're gonna swap over to the Bino harness. Let's see, where's my swap over to the Bino harness. What's in the Bino harness is I'm running the True Ball Blade Pro. And I absolutely love this thing. I think it anchors very well. It's super smooth, very touchy. Like it a lot. Hadn't had the chance to hunt with it yet because I'm just setting up all this stuff. I'm changing some stuff from last year, but I love this thing a lot. Very expensive for me, anyway. Maybe not some of y'all, but for me, when you start getting into the $300, $400, $500 range for a release, I don't even know what they make. This one runs about $300. I don't know what they got that out there that costs more than this. This is as high as I'm willing to go, and it shoots fantastic. So that's the release that I'm running. I'm running this is the Badlands. Let's see. I think this is the X2, they call it, I believe. Not 100% sure on that. Somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but this is the Badlands. I'm pretty sure it's the X2. Like it a lot. So I was running the Eberly stock. I swapped over to the Badlands. I love this thing a lot. Super comfortable. It's got plenty of storage. I don't even have a pouch on the side for my rangefinder, because my rangefinder sits perfectly inside of it, right on top of my binos. I'm running cheaper binos. These are the Vortex Crossfire HD 12x50s. The glass is super clear. I couldn't ask for the money. I couldn't ask for a better optic than that. Let's see. Let me get them back in here real quick. This thing's magnetic and it likes to close back up on me. I'm running a Bushnell rangefinder. I've had it for a long time. It's probably about time to re-up on a new one for one of those, but it's still working, so I'm gonna run it till it dies. That's pretty much, and I got a headlamp in here. I'm running a Coast headlamp. You can see that right there. Love this thing. Comes in handy for tracking deer, you know, when it gets dark or whatever. I try not to run a headlamp when I'm going into the woods. Typically, I like to know my spots very well and have one path that I walk in, one path that I walk out. A lot of times I'm walking creeks just for scent wise, so I'm not spreading my scent all through the woods. As far as, you know, walking into my set, I like to, me and my brother both have started hanging our sets to where we'll walk creek beds, walk up the creek bank just a hair, and have our stand set up right there where we can pretty much come off of that creek bed, you know, right out, our boots right out of the water, right into the stand. So anyway, that's a story for another day. I'm running the let's see, got a little charger in there for my solar panel charger, phone charger that I keep. Let's see here if I can get this joker out of here. I'm running the Outdoor Edge knife. This thing's great. It's got the blades you can change in and out of it, you know, when they start getting dull. Love that knife. Had it for a while. Been running a lot of this stuff for a minute, and there's some changes that I'm making to certain things, but that's pretty much what's in my bino harness. Let's see, I'm running the XOP sticks. Love these things a lot. I took tennis wrap, which they make wrap that you can buy on the XOP website to wrap your stuff to make it more silent. Before I found out about that, I went to Walmart, bought the Wilson tennis grip wraps, and that's pretty much what I wrapped my bow handle into, where I grip my bow. But I wrapped the XOP sticks in the Wilson wrap to make them a little bit more quiet. I got 4 of them. I just got 2 out here for the review. Those are the sticks that I'm running. Let's see, as far as the saddle goes, I'm running the tethered saddle. This is not the best saddle in the world. Super comfortable for me. I like it a lot. They make better ones, obviously. I got this one for a really, really, really good deal. Like, I think it was like $108 on Amazon Prime Day or something last year. I ran this for a season. I was running the XOP saddle, I think it's called the Mondo or something like this, and I believe this one's the Menace. Look, you guys, a lot of these names I may have right, I may have wrong. Y'all don't pick on me too bad. I buy a bunch of freaking gear, and it's hard to keep up with all the names, but I'm pretty sure this is a tethered Manus or Menace or something like that. I like it a lot, especially for the money. It works great. I think it's super reliable. I haven't had any trouble with it. I am running, I didn't bring those up from the basement. I got the XOP, the ropes for my tether and all that stuff. So, which I swapped that over. I bought a XOP kit when I bought my first saddle. Same thing as with the kit. I got this, and in the kit, this is the platform. That, once again, they make better platforms. They're not good enough for me to go spend the money and buy another one. I would like it if this one kind of tapered off right here. Once again, not big enough problem for me to go buy another platform. This one works great, super reliable. It seats in the tree very well. I haven't had it slip. I think I've had it slip on me one time, and I believe I was on a bigger tree when it slipped on me, but I got like all my weight over here to this one side and probably didn't have it seated real good. I was probably in a hurry, which is another good thing for you guys out there. I have a tendency to go really fast when I'm running and gunning. Y'all slow down a little bit, take your time, make sure your crap's set up right. All right, so let's get on to boots. Let's swap over to boots. I'm running these Danners. I have not had these very long. My brother bought a pair of Danners. I don't even know which Danners these are, what the name of them is. My brother bought a pair of Danners about 3 or 4 years ago. They're still waterproof. They're still holding up well. So I went and grabbed me a pair of them. So those are the boots that I'm going to be running early season. As far as a muck style boot, something, you know, when you're getting in taller water or whatever, if I'm going hunting in a swampy, marshy area, I'm going to be running the Lacrosses. These are the Burleys. These are very, very, very comfortable, and they are super waterproof. They were not that expensive. I think they were around 150 bucks, 200 bucks, something like that. I can't remember, but these are an awesome boot. I love these a lot. This is my first set of lacrosse boots. I've never run lacrosse before, but I like them a lot, so y'all can check those out. I'm running the Insights bow bag. This thing is sweet. This is my favorite bow bag I've ever owned. It's got a crap ton of compartments, all kinds of storage. I can literally put my bow in this thing here. This was probably some of the best money I've ever spent. As far as, I do a lot of hiking, I do a lot of walking all over the places that I hunt, which I'm not going to tell you exactly where I hunt. I know some of y'all saw me hunting on West Point, which is, you know, one of the main lakes I've spent time on. Hunting public land, all I do is hunt public land. Very, very, very rarely are you ever going to see me on a piece of private. It's not that I don't like private, it's that I like the challenge of public land hunting. I like to go out, find, you know, these little nook and crannies in between, you know, lake houses or small little parcels. Sometimes I get on big pieces of public, it just depends, but most of the time it's little cracks and crevices, I guess you would call it, where I find these deer. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I love this thing for throwing my bow. I mean, you can literally just take your bow. Let me slide some of this stuff out of the way. You can literally take your bow, slide it down in there, just like so. I usually run this upside down because of my arrows, my quiver. I'll just slide it in there like so, wrap it up like that. Especially with a short axle bow, it's great. You're really not getting caught on a lot of stuff. I try to set it up on my back to where my bottom cam, which looks like my top cam right now, but it's my bottom cam obviously, is not higher than my head. So, you know, if I'm ducking, it's ducking with me and going under limbs or vines or whatever. Absolutely love this bag. I don't even remember how much money I spent on it. Not too much. I think it was like 139 bucks, 150 bucks, something like that. Compartment wise, it's got a compartment here. It's actually got this set up so when you're in the stand, it hangs down. It'll flap open like that, and you can take this mesh pocket, open it up, set your grunt call, set your phone, set your can call, can of dip, whatever it is you do, your Zen. If you're one of those people that Zens or whatever, you can throw all that in there. I got, you know, my talcum powder, a little bit of paracord, dude wipes, you know, gotta have the dude wipes. Anyway, limb saw, stuff like that. Keep all that stuff on me. You never know when you're gonna need any of that. It's better to be safe than sorry as far as I'm concerned. It's got like a wire up top that's foldable. You can fold it up, slap it back in there. It even has straps that you can strap it. So when it's hanging all the way down like that in the tree, you don't have to worry about it coming loose completely. I usually run it without the strap on it. I think it works just fine. Anyway, that's the first compartment to that bag. It's got another small compartment for your Zen. Let's see. It's got another big compartment here. If you wanted to put like another layer of clothing or something like that, you could throw in there. I usually use it for like snacks, or, you know, taking a sandwich with me if I'm gonna be hunting all day, or, you know, drinks, waters, whatever. It does have, you can take your quiver off of your bow and put it here, or put a rifle stock in that and carry a rifle if you're going, you know, backcountry for real and you're taking your bow and your rifle. A couple of different options with this thing. It's great. I love it a lot. So let's see. That's one of the bags that I run. Let's see, I'm hung up over here. That's one of the bags that I run. Another bag that I run is, let's see, what's up, pup? All right, another bag that I run is the Tenzing. This is like my, let's see, I take this bag for, sometimes I take it when I'm saddle hunting, but a lot of times this is kind of like my small day pack. If I'm going ground hunting or, you know, still hunting or whatever, I'll usually run this. Typically I run that when I'm going saddle hunting most of the time. Sometimes that thing's big and bulky, so sometimes I'll just tote this on my back and hold my bow in my hand. I also have a bow sling, which I don't have up here right now. I left that. There's still some other gear that I got, you guys. This is just kind of a rundown of what I run most of the time. But I do love the Tenzing stuff is great. I love it a lot. If I'm not pronouncing it properly, y'all don't hate on me too bad. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, Tenzing. I learned all that from watching, I believe Lee Ellis used to run a Tenzing bag, and Cameron Haynes. I really learned it from Cameron Haynes, but I love their stuff. All right, so we'll swap over to the socks. I am running Smartwool socks this year. My brother bought, I know Donnie Vincent runs. I don't know if y'all know who Donnie Vincent is. If you don't, you need to know. Go check out the Rivers Divide, the Other Side. He's got a bunch of the Winds of Adak. He's got a bunch of different films, best films you'll ever watch as far as the hunting stuff goes. But anyway, Donnie Vincent runs a lot of the Smartwool stuff, so I've recently purchased some of these. Hadn't had a chance to run them yet, but they seem like they're going to be super warm, and I'm very excited to run these. It sounds stupid to be excited about socks, but trust me, when you get cold, wet feet, good socks make a big difference. So hopefully I'm not going to be having wet feet, but we'll see. Anyway, Smartwool. Y'all check out some of the Smartwool stuff. I did just recently order. It's not here. I actually just ordered it earlier. I was listening to John Barklow on the Keep Hammering Collective about base layers. So I ordered some Sitka base layers for the late season. Y'all can probably see me sweating right now. Here in Georgia, it's hot early season. You don't want to wear anything, but we're going to get to that in a second. But for late season, I did order some base layers, so we'll see. I was going to go with the Smartwool, but I decided to go with the Sitka stuff after I listened to that podcast, because old John Barklow seems like he knows what he's talking about as far as base layers go. Y'all can listen to his podcast. He's a lot more educated and knowledgeable on this, you know, layers and how you should layer and all that stuff. But anyway, I purchased some of those. I do not have those in the review because they're not here yet. But anyway, Smartwool socks. I think this was a good choice. We'll see. If not, if you're not going to go with Smartwool, I would go with Darn Tough. That's another brand that Donnie Vincent runs, and they're super good. Anyway, enough with the socks. All right, so we did both bags. We did the bow. Did the little camera deal that I got, my little redneck camera set up. Let's swap over. So we did saddle, all that stuff. All right, let's swap over to the boggin I run. Carhartt boggin. My favorite boggin I've ever had. I love this color. It's kind of an earthy color. Love that. Favorite boggin I've ever run. Super warm. I lost my first one and I was not happy about it. That's my second one. All right, so early season, September hunting here in Georgia. This is all I will be wearing. I don't even know the name of this thing. I didn't look at none of the tags when I bought it. All I know is it's the super lightweight Sitka top. I don't think they make a top more lightweight than this. It says Gore Optifade, so whatever that means. Anyway, That's what I'm gonna be running. You can see in the video how, I mean, you can just about see through it. Super thin material, sweat wicking, keep you pretty cool, very breathable, dries super fast. I have had the privilege of running this already. Love this thing a lot. All right, enough with that. Let's move on to the pants. I don't know if these are the Equinox pants or the Mountain pants or the Traverse. I think they're the Traverse pants. Don't take my word for it. There's probably going to be somebody out there that knows more about the Sitka stuff than I do, for sure. But I will say this. These things are amazingly comfortable. I spent a lot of my season last year wearing First Light stuff. Don't get me wrong. First Light's great. I love First Light. I've just always wanted Sitka stuff. I know it's high-end, good gear. Call me bougie or whatever if you want. I got a pair of Walmart camos in there that I ran last year too, and I absolutely love them. They actually held up super breathable, very comfortable. But as far as being durable, I feel like they're definitely more durable than the Walmart camos. I just like the pattern on them personally. That's why I'm running them. Doesn't have anything to do with how much they cost or the name or whatever. I do like the Sitka name. I think it's pretty cool. But anyway, most of the guys that I see out there, like you know, I don't know what Levi Morgan runs. I'm not sure. But Cam Haynes just swapped over to Sitka. I know that Chris B runs Sitka. A lot of the guys that I follow on YouTube and watch on YouTube, they run Sitka. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I swapped over. I figure if everybody's using it, it must be pretty good. And from what I can tell, I love it. Those are the pants that I'm running this year. Obviously, I'm probably gonna do a lightweight base, and then if it's really cold, I'll do a heavyweight base on top of that, thermals wise, and then I'll do the same thing for the top. I may run a lightweight base and then run this thin over my lightweight, just in case I'm walking and I get hot. I'll have some thin layers too, and then if it's really cold, I'll run a lightweight, this thin layer here, probably like a Carhartt hoodie, because I love my Carhartt hoodies, and then this jacket right here. And I think this one is, let me double check, this is the Alpha Fleece hoodie, and I just bought this one today. Seems like it's gonna be super warm. I got it in an extra large, so it's a little baggy, keep me warm out there. It's got a hood on it too, and it's a half zip or quarter zip, whatever they call it. I think it's a quarter zip. But man, the material on the outside, you can just tell this joker right here is definitely water resistant. I can see water beating up and rolling off of this thing until it starts downpouring. And if it starts downpouring, we don't care. We just sit in it. I ain't worried about it. Try to stay dry, but if you can't, it's deer hunting. You're gonna be out there in the elements. I don't have $400 or $400 to spend on dew point gear. I think it would cost me like $800 or $900 to get a rainproof suit. And I don't know about y'all if you've ever ran a rainproof suit. I've never run a high dollar one, but the ones that I have run, you just get so, I'd almost rather be wet because it's like so sticky and humid inside that suit. So if it gets down to that, I'll either sit it out and be soaking wet and cold, or I will come home, wait for the rain to stop, change clothes, head back to the woods. But that's pretty much it for today, you guys. I told y'all the other day I was going to give you a little gear review on what camos I was running, what boots, what bow. I did want to, I'll go ahead and add this in on this video, but I'm probably going to drop my own separate video for this. Look, I've been telling y'all, and I haven't done an actual video on it, but this is the bow that I've been talking about giving away if we hit 100,000 subscribers. I know that's a lot of subs, but this is an expensive bow. So I'm not just giving this thing away for nothing. If y'all get me to 100,000 subscribers, I will give this bow away. I'm not giving the bars away. I'm not giving the sight away. You have till January the 1st of this upcoming year to get me to 100,000 subscribers. It's going to come with the Kiwi buckskin strings, I think is what they're called. I'm going to leave the peep and all that stuff in it. That's a Raptor peep right there. Let's see, it's the Hamskea Raptor peep, yeah. So you're going to get a 33-inch axle to axle Lift X. It's got black limbs. It's got custom strings on it. It'll come with the peep. You can have that set to however. And it's going to be a dry bow. But that's the bow right there. And this thing right here is a shooter, dude. I love this thing. In some way, I want to hit 100,000 subs. In some ways, I don't. But I'm a man of my word. If y'all get me to 100,000 subscribers, this will be coming to one of y'all. So, and you have till January the 1st. And I've got like, just this past month, I think I've got like, it may be all in all, I don't know, like 300,000 views. So 1/3 could subscribe and somebody would be getting this thing. I'm going to ship it. I'm going to pick a random name. I ain't doing names in a hat. I'm going to scroll through comments and I'm going to pick somebody. And I'm going to ship this to your front door. Or I'll ship it to your local bow shop or whatever you want me to do. That way you can go in and have it set up. And that's just how we're going to do it. So y'all like, subscribe, follow. I appreciate y'all watching my content and stuff. I'm just a good old Georgia boy trying to make a name in the outdoor world. I've been bow hunting and fishing and all this stuff for a long, long time. It's what I love. It's been a dream of mine for a long time. I kind of just took initiative this past year to get going with it. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. Y'all like and subscribe. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.